So far, we've traveled 1,400 miles by truck or so to Casper, Wyoming, and then yesterday we left Casper, did some slabbing down to Red Desert X, which was about 155 miles of off-road. We have a total of 281 miles on these little bikes so far. The next step is to start section 1 of the official Wyoming BDR, and we're in this little town of Bags. We stayed in that room last night, and we're gonna get this party started. Mostly
Actually, these bags work better once they get a little dirt and dust on them to slide in. When they're brand new, they will not slide in.
And we're off just like that, getting ready to leave Bags. Section 1 of the Wyoming BDR coming up. They're not, I was gonna say not terribly bothered by us, but they are a little bit. Yeah, we'll just, please don't get run over by a cow. The first section of the expert was nothing, and then it was all of a sudden an expert section.
It was definitely expert.
And that's coming up right now. I got to film most of it on the first part. It was super fun. What'd you think? Good?
Yeah, super fun.
Yeah. Bike tuned right?
Yeah, the bikes are tuned. We got the suspension spot on.
Yep. This is why we ride the little bikes. What you're watching here is a big bike can do it, but it's a lot harder. These little bikes, we're just bouncing around the rocks and having fun. And I will say, Tennessee boys, we like rocks and mud, and to hell with the sand. Look at that. Yeah. There are all those big lily pads out here. Check this out. I hope this shows up on film. This is the views. This is why you do a Wyoming BDR. You can just take a minute, get off the bikes after a cool section. Nope, you're going right. This is the right way. Yep. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, we might be off track. Yeah, I think so. You were right. If you all can see, there's a moose right there. All right, we made it up to Brigger Mountain, which is the tallest peak we'll actually do this whole trip at 11,000 feet. Haha, success! We are at the end of section 1 of the Wyoming BDR, and as usual, we're going to get more than one section in today. It is, what time is it? About 2 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock, something like that. Too early to stop for the day. That's what I'm going to say. It is way too early to stop for the day. Chris is over there checking out the map. We're going to guess we can find somewhere to camp. We drove through a lot of wildlife forest, and there's all kinds of camping out there. So we're going to get true camping experience tonight. Trail was awesome. Section 1, thumbs up. Expert sections was great. We're having a good time. Smooth sailing. All right, guys, it's real now. We're not in a hotel anymore. We're out in nature. We're camping for real. And actually, that's what makes me feel like this is an adventure. We just rolled into Lincoln Park Campgrounds, and it's somewhere in the national forest up here. So there's no amenities other than a picnic table. There is water and a vault, and that's it. No restaurant for us tonight, huh? Nope. We've got the boiling of the waters. My meal is going to be beef stroganoff with noodles, and Chris's
Chili mac with beef.
oh, yum. Hey guys, we are done. We've eaten. We had a full day today. It was 184 miles. Sections 1 all the way, and section 2 we're about a third of the way through, but both times we've done the expert section. I think that one expert section was just because of the
Creek crossing.
But
It wasn't that deep. It was very shallow. Of course, this is the dry time of year, and so the creek crossing was not a big deal. We barely got our boots wet, so in the springtime I could see how that could be an issue. So we just completed actually the expert section and found this little campground on the side of the road. And we also found a lot of wildlife today.
oh yeah.
Yeah, we let's start out with the sheep in the road. We had the Dodge sheep. Been dodging cattle ever since we've been here. Deer, several antelope, and the biggest thing was we come up on a moose.
Yep, a moose, and I was leading, and it was right in the woods, which sent flashbacks from the Northeast BDR. But this moose actually was not interested in us at all.
Right.
Did you get a picture?
I did get a picture of it.
Okay.
And this moose was not the size of the one that we saw when we was doing the Northeast. This was a younger animal, I guess.
But no bear.
No bear yet.
No bear yet. A lot of the prairie chickens or whatever those.
Oh yeah, we gotta look
everywhere.
that up and see what they're called. They're just running wild out in the prairie. When it was down low in the valley, kind of still in the desert before we started climbing. And they did look like chickens, so we got to figure out what they are. And then, of course, we saw the prairie dogs. but we went into like appeared to be one ecosystem into another, and then we started climbing, and we got up into the aspen trees, and the smell and everything changed. And I guess we saw some firs too, the evergreens, firs, and so that totally changed up the landscape. And us Tennessee guys, we found our jam. We found the rocky sections, and so we was having a good time. No real sand to speak of, just a little bit, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, I thought today was good. The expert section, it starts out smooth, but it did not disappoint. When it wasn't expert until it was, and then it was fantastic.
Yeah, you would think you was on the wrong track, and but it took several miles to get to the actual rough stuff. But unless you're a class A rider, and I would not try that on a big bike.
Yeah, it would wear you out. Speaking of being worn out, I am not near as tired as I was yesterday after the sand pits.
Right. Yeah, we're feeling a lot better. Of course, we hadn't been on the bikes in a while, and first day jitters. And Mike's on a brand spanking new bike. He's never been off road on it, and neither one of us has ridden sand. So the sand got us. It zapped us pretty hard.
The rest of the day was good today.
It was good,
and the scenery for us was way better. I think I thought it was. I mean, the desert was okay.
Yeah,
but
it's okay.
But today we were in.
Yeah,
everything was awesome.
We was 10,940 something feet, maybe even higher than that.
Yeah.
At one point. But
at this point, you've seen the whole video, and now we've talked about it a little bit. I think we're going to clean up. It's 7 o'clock-ish.
Somewhere right there.
Yeah.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. But we'll probably clean up and get a little bit ready for tomorrow, for breakfast, plan what we're doing tomorrow, and I think it'll be more riding.
Yeah. Another thing today was able to keep the bikes upright today.
0 falls.
0 falls.
Let's see, it was 188 miles? Yeah.
Yes, 188
so
miles.
188 miles. And
Mike did break a buckle on his luggage somewhere or another. We've been bouncing around really hard, so I guess it just couldn't take the fatigue, and it let go. So we got to come up with a solution in the morning.
But
no big deal.
The bikes are all working good, and you won't see this video like the other ones the night of, because out here there is no service. But I'll get it out to you guys as soon as I can. Until then, see you on the road.